you're in this space where you guys have been pretty ahead when it comes to the market and what people like. How do you now stay ahead of trends? Because what I see with you guys is you had a popular show, people went and found the product, you actually had a good product, so then they're coming back for it. It wasn't just like, oh, it's a popularity thing. It's like people are coming back, word of mouth is spreading. Now what? Like, how do you pay attention to trends and what people want and just stay ahead of it?
Yeah, when it comes to trends, so the amazing thing is we are our consumer. So Kyle, Amanda, Carl, the Summerhouse gang, a lot of what they do is set trends, right? They're a part of it. They're at the front line. So again, it's a little bit of that cheat code of they're in the mix. They know what's happening. They know what people are looking for. And it's not even what they're looking for. They sometimes know it before the consumer even knows it, right? We launched our espresso martini in a can last year. Kyle was drinking those on Summerhouse for 2 years. And all of a sudden, it's the next best thing in a can. Everybody's now coming out with an espresso martini. We were the first ones with an espresso martini in a can. It's a pain in the ass to make. So we said, let's make it easier for the bartender. Let's make one that's good, because I don't know if you drink espresso martinis, but you go to every bar makes them different. Some are really good, some are really bad.
Some are like desserts, and you're like, that's not what I was looking for.
Correct. So we wanted to make sure we were putting a quality product in a can that, again, works in the better for you category. I'm not saying it's good for you, but it's better for you compared to everything else that's out there. We use true maple syrup, and we're making sure that the best quality ingredients are going into it. We were thinking about that 2 years ago and working to put that in a can before people even realized that they wanted it. The amazing thing about the show is it's filmed this summer and it airs February through May of next year. We're actually starting a trend and then setting it the following year, and it allows us to really work in the background to make sure that we're integrating a lot of stuff into pop culture. So again, a little bit of that cheat code that we have to have our finger on the pulse to get ahead of the curve. The other thing we have that not many others have is we have hundreds of thousands of emails and phone numbers, right? Because of our DTC, we have a direct connect with our consumer. And our consumers are more engaged than any other alcohol consumer out there. I dare to say any other consumer out there that has a relationship with a certain supplier.
Why are they engaged? What are y'all doing to keep that engagement high other than the TV show?
Well, again, it's the transparency. So they saw this product built on the show. They saw the trials and tribulations, the highs and lows of Kyle and Amanda building this on the show.
Oh, it showed it on the show. Like it was actually.
It was built fully integrated on the show. It's almost a cast member on the show. So fully integrated, but also the engagement's high because the followers that they have care about them. I mean, I've walked down the street with Kyle and people stop him and they go in to a discussion as if they're a long lost cousin and they're catching up for the last 10 years. And I'll walk away and I'm like, who is that? He's like, I have no idea. Right? So these random strangers walk up, but they feel like they know them to an extent where they're comfortable just going right into dialogue and asking them questions, asking them very personal questions. Because, like I said, the house is filled with cameras and they don't have a choice of what's kind of shown on TV. So the book is open. Everybody knows about them. And it's that transparency of being a part of it. The consumer feels like they're a part of it. And that's helped build this sticky following of people bought it at first because they were aware of it. They felt like they were part of it. They saw it grow. But then you know what? It tastes pretty darn good. And it has better for you ingredients, best tasting seltzer tea out there, dare I say, product in the category right now. And that's what keeps them coming along. And then they follow the story. And then we're consistently adding new innovation, staying ahead of the curve. And people look to us as a bit of a trendsetter, and they follow what we're doing, even when it comes to our merch. I mean, we've sold millions of dollars worth of merch and sweatshirts. That's not because these sweatshirts are magic, right? It's because the brand resonates with them, makes them feel a certain way, and they feel like they're part of something. And they almost wear it as a badge of honor that they're part of this group and community that we've helped cultivate. And we try to say it's a true work hard, play hard atmosphere community. Tends to be a little more work than play sometimes trying to do this, but it's the persona on the show, but in real life, this is how they are, and this is how they handle themselves, and people could see right through it if it's fake. And I think it's the transparency that they add, transparency the brand has, where people buy in a lot more if they see that it's not just a facade and it's not a sponsored ad at the top. We've been able to infiltrate, our consumer base and have them really latch on and buy into what we're doing. Our goal is just not to let them down, because they look to us to, again, be a trendsetter and to give them quality products that they'll enjoy. So we'll keep doing it.
Hey, thanks for watching. This segment was made possible by our friends at Salesforce Commerce Cloud. If you're looking for the #1 platform for all your commerce needs, go check out salesforce.com/commerce. And don't forget to subscribe below and tap that little bell icon so you can stay on top of all the amazing new segments and full episodes that we'll be putting out over the coming year with some of the best and most influential commerce leaders out there.